historic Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, the football capital of the South. The house that legendary Alabama coach Bear Bryant built with players like Joe Willie Namath. And tonight in the XFL, the visiting Los Angeles Xtreme tries to unscrew the Birmingham Bolts. It is time to scramble.
Now let's meet tonight's scramblers. From the visiting LA Xtreme in his first scramble attempt, number 15, Damon Dunn. And for your Birmingham Bolts with a record of 1-2, number 25, Toya Jones. The referee for tonight's game is Steve Hammond.
On my whistle. On my whistle.
And there they go for possession in the first half. Choice of possession. And the Bolts recover. Toya Jones.
Birmingham has won the scramble.
And the crowd goes crazy. A look at updated standings from our XFL weekend. Orlando is undefeated. New York has just won. Birmingham could solidify its place on second place with a win tonight. Meanwhile, over in the West, the LA Xtreme, if they win out, they control their own destiny. Hi again, everybody. Along with Brian Bosworth, I'm Chris Marlowe. LA picked to win the XFL in preseason. Has been good and bad, up and down, in and out. In a word, unpredictable. But, Boz, that hasn't hurt their enthusiasm, their confidence still riding high.
Well, there's a difference between confidence and cockiness, and LA is guilty of cockiness. They believe that they're better than any of the opponents that they play against, and that's got them in trouble a couple of times already this season. The question tonight is, are they going to take care of business tonight at Legion Field, or are they looking past this week's game with Birmingham to next week's game at Orlando?
Speaking of Birmingham, they got off to a promising start at 2-1, but the last 2 weeks the Bolts have fallen apart. They've been outscored 69-16. This week, head coach Jerry DiNardo has made some changes.
He has, but he's also said, I'm not going to panic. The 2 changes he's going to make tonight, he's going to revamp that offensive line because it needs help, and he's going to open up this offense. They're going to go deep early, look for the bomb. You might even get a score in the first quarter, which they haven't done yet this year.
Speaking of the bomb, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the XFL on display tonight. Tommy Maddox for the Los Angeles Xtreme and Casey Weldon for the Birmingham Bolts. 2 guys that can light it up.
For each quarterback, an emergence. Tommy Maddox, once the highly touted gunslinger out of UCLA, now finds himself at the helm of what may be the most impressive offense in the league.
Maddox is picking apart the secondary.
Tommy Maddox is brilliant tonight. Casey Weldon, once the Heisman runner-up, booed at home until commanding both the team's and fans' respect.
Seeing what Quincy Jackson is going through, I've got all the respect in the world for this guy.
Tommy Maddox demands his respect.
I'm trying as bad as you don't ever see me up on the field like that there.
Casey Weldon earns his respect. Tommy Maddox. Casey Weldon tonight.
Tommy, the rap on you guys is you're cocky, you're arrogant. Birmingham thinks you got a chip on your shoulder. They want to knock it off tonight.
Well, we just got to go out there and take care of our business and not worry about what they're thinking. And it's a big game for us tonight. We just got to go out there and do what we got to do to win.
Casey, you've been manhandled by opposing defenses all season long. How will tonight be different in front of your crowd?
We got a home crowd behind us. The guys are fired up. We're going to protect them. We're going to have a lot of fun.
The weather here in Birmingham is spectacular. Temperature in the 60s, no rain, light wind. It is sweet. Brian Bosworth, Maddox, and Weldon. Keys for each tonight.
Well, Tommy's a live wire. There's no question. I talked to him early in the week this week. He said he has to be on for his team to win. There's no question about it. With Casey Weldon, on the other hand, I mean, this guy is a warrior. He's gotten up for more violent hits in the XFL than any quarterback I've seen. But he needs the help from his team if his team's going to win tonight.
Birmingham won the scramble. They will receive Curtis Alexander, one of the deep men, number 32. He's joined by number 37, Eric Sloan. Jose Cortez.
LA's a 3.5-point favorite tonight. That's a big favorite for a visiting team. Let's hope they got to return that ball.
We're underway on UPN. Bringing it out is Curtis Alexander, and he is dropped near the 15. So Casey Weldon wearing number 11, a star at Florida State years ago, the 1991 Heisman Trophy runner-up. He played 8 years in the NFL with the Eagles, Bucks, Chargers, and Redskins. Interestingly, he never started a game, not even in preseason. This is his chance to start here, and he's playing well.
Let's go. Snap it. Here we go.
The concern for Weldon is the offensive line. James Bostic, the running back. Weldon, quick pass. And the pass is dropped. Typo McGuire, incomplete. Former star at BYU. That pass on the money early.
And that's the kind of start Coach Jerry DiNardo doesn't want to see happen. He's got to get his guys clicking, and they need to get some confidence, and that's one of the things he's concerned about the most. Offense, they don't have the confidence they need.
Birmingham has not scored a point in the first quarter of this season. The opponent's 29. One thing Jerry DiNardo wants to change tonight. Get off to a quick start. Throw deep early. Second down. Another quick pass. Pass is complete, but tackled immediately is Ed Smith. What kind of a game plan does Birmingham want to put out there tonight?
The Birmingham's offensive key tonight is that they need to find a way to shore up that offensive line. We hit that early in the telecast. They need to open up some holes for Bostic. They need to buy time for Weldon to get the ball in Stepfret's hands. They need to be unpredictable. They need to stretch this defense. Go deep early. I mean, go for it on fourth down if you have to. Spread the formation out and get LA guessing on what you're going to do. They need to get this crowd happy early, and they can't have any costly turnovers or any drive-killing penalties. I got to stay mentally focused.
You saw Stepfret Williams, the deep threat for Orlando. Weldon looking for his third pass. Guns it over the middle, complete. That's a first down. Typo McGuire. And McGuire's out near the 35-yard line, tackled by Terry Billups, a gain of 16. So Weldon getting some protection, throws a strike.
Typo did a great job of coming back for that ball. Leamon Evans tried to come in with double coverage with the safety. He's got to make that tackle, and he can't let the big yaks after the catch there.
83, read right scan on one. Left. 83.
4-2-59.
83.
You see what it is? He's pulling. He's pulling. Blue 80. Hit.
The deep motion is McGuire. Weldon launching it deep.
Got him.
And the pass is complete. Is he in bounds?
What a catch!
Is he in bounds? He is.
He's marked it. Stepfret Williams coming down with a big catch early in this game. Exactly what this offensive team from Birmingham needs.
Brian Bosworth predicted the bomb on the opening series. And folks, you got it. Weldon to Stepfret Williams, 37 yards.
Stepfret just goes down and beats his man down all day. Comes down with a great catch. He's leading his team in receptions at 15 yards per catch.
Out. Right.
Bostic, the running back, they hand it to him. Straight up the middle he goes. Let's talk quickly about the offensive line. Chase Raynock is making his first start at left tackle. He was signed this week. Practiced for the first time Wednesday. Antonio Fleming at left guard. Matt Hogg, who had a concussion last week, is in at center. Michael Lies is right guard. And Mike Edwards.
Hard three. Doubles right. 28. Hard three. Right?
You see big Mike Edwards there. He's the best athlete on the team and supposedly the best dancer, Boz.
59.
Second and 7.
Blue 88.
This is going to be a running play.
Opening drive for the Bolts. Someone jumped. There goes Bostic. Can he get around the man? Breaks the tackle. Bostic. And Bostic goes out near the 16-yard line, run out by the former Auburn star, Del McGee.
Always run the play.
Mark her down, though.
Always run the play. Always run the play.
That's a 9-yard gain.
Good job.
And Weldon, you hear him in the background. Who's run the play, boss?
Offside.
One is a great job. Does a great job of field goal down
the result of the play, first down.
This Birmingham team. They've really done a good job moving the ball. They keep breaking down at inopportune times, and that's what's killing them.
Al Luganville, a longtime coach in the business for 33 years. Last 6, he was head coach in NFL Europe with the Amsterdam Admirals. First down. This drive started at the 15. And progressing nicely. Weldon, short drop. He's got his tight end again, and the big man rumbles near the first down marker, Ed Smith. Interestingly, Jerry DiNardo said, hey, we don't throw to our tight ends very much. He's already caught 2, boss.
You know what? I planted that seed in his mind yesterday. Both him and Paul.
And it grew overnight.
Exactly. You know what? They have got to implement the tight end to try to soften up the secondary of this LA team. And they're going to continue to attack.
You ready for a play?
They're going to attack that short yardage game as long as they give it to them.
8th play of the drive. The Bolts doing what they hope to accomplish, coming out, riding down the field. Weldon throws the fade into the end zone. Touchdown, Bolts! Folks, stop the presses. The Bolts have scored their first points in the first quarter this year.
We witness history. First points, first quarter for the Bolts in Game 6. Took them 6 games to get Jackson in the end zone. Weldon on that drive was 5 or 6 or 74 yards. You couldn't have drawn it better with a pencil if you had to.
Rip, 95, already hit.
Bolts go for 1 here. Remember, in the XFL, you cannot kick it in. You have to run or pass.
Yeah, move.
This is going to be a quick pass and a quick game, 3-step drop.
And we got a marker down.
Or maybe a whistle really fast.
Let them call it. No. You too damn late.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 83 for simulating the start of a play. 5-yard penalty, repeat the try.
Some of the fellows unhappy with the call of the play, boss.
Well, you know what? When the ball's at the 7-yard line, it's actually easier for the offense because it stretches that secondary a little bit. Now they can run fades. They can do a little bit more with their offensive package down here with the extra point.
So mark the ball at about the 6. Weldon throwing the fade again, and again it's caught. That was a quick bullet fade, and Stepfret Williams scores the extra point. Stepfret, 27 years old, the second leading receiver in the league.
Did a great job at his fade right there. He just beat Del McGee. The same situation there with Charlie Barrett. Phillips needs to get his head back on a swivel to try to get some help on that play.
So the Bolts strike first. 10:36 to go, first quarter. 7-6.
Michael Barkan with the Bolts and Casey Weldon. The first time you guys have scored in the first quarter all season. You said it was going to be different. How was it on that first drive? You were 5 of 6.
It's over. We got the jinx over. Finally scored in the first quarter. Got to keep these fans happy.
Casey Weldon with a hot first quarter. And speaking of hot, the Birmingham Bolts cheerleaders are here tonight, and they will work up a sweat, boss. The Bolts lead 7-0. Damon Gibson and Latario Rishal are deep. Palazzo got the kick. Here comes Gibson. Gibson is nullified at the 22-yard line. Calvin Jackson coming up.
Oh, he just smoked him.
To make the leg.
Talk about a big knocker.
Let's go weak, tight twin, 45.
All right, Tommy Maddox, a good game last week. He's been up and down. He leads the league in touchdown passes, but he also leads the league in interceptions. When he's hot, says Boz, he is really hot. Let's see how he comes out tonight. Saladin McCullough making his first start in the backfield.
48.
They're going to start with a run here.
And the ball to McCullough. And McCullough goes right up the middle for about 4. McCullough replacing Rashawn Sheehy, who did not make the trip. The tackle by Johnny Mitchell. Game plan for L.A., boss?
And it's key that they started with that run because that's what they have to establish. They need to establish a run because they can't live by the pass alone. Currently, they're last in the XFL with 52 yards per game. They need to spread the ball around the passing game. L.A.'s tough when they spread the ball around to all of their weapons.
2nd and 7. McCullough in deep motion. He's out in the pass pattern. Maddox goes the other way. Throws a hummer right side, and Jermaine Copeland, the XFL's leading receiver, has his first catch.
Throws a frozen rope. Dwayne Butler guarding him there. You know, that's good coverage. There's not a whole lot you can do there because you got to respect Copeland and his speed and the way that they get yards after the catch.
Now, interestingly, Dwayne Butler right there and Jermaine Copeland of Xtreme, they're good friends. They have the same agent.
I guarantee you they're not good friends right now.
48.
LA got a first down. Maddox throws a wide receiver screen. And it's short yardage, Jermaine Copeland. Copeland is 23 years old out of the University of Tennessee.
Don't pick up the shoestring.
Copeland is the talker. Butler is very, very quiet. Butler's good, though. He's out of Illinois State. Good cover guy.
On one, right?
He said, I won't start the talking.
49.
No, but he can certainly finish it. You never want to start with a DB as big as Butler because he can knock your block off. There's no question about it. The guy's very, very physical.
48.
Birmingham leading 7-0. Hand the ball to Saladin McCullough. And McCullough breaks through to the 46-yard line. We were talking about Saladin McCullough, Boz. He's in the lineup. Rashawn Sheehy was good. He was consistent, said head coach Al Luganville, but he didn't give them the burst that they want. That's why they're going to McCullough.
And Luganville likes that. He likes the burst of speed that McCullough adds to the extreme offense, but he also likes the big playability in the passing game. But the thing that he's concerned about with McCullough is his blitz package pickups, and he's also fumbled the ball a couple of times in critical situations. So that's something that Luganville is going to be looking for with McCullough tonight.
L.A. driving. Maddox incomplete. Damon Gibson, 26-year-old receiver from Iowa, could not hang on.
It was dangerously close to a forward pass there. Or a backward pass, I'm sorry.
Okay, NASA has called the play.
Wide, Lynn 5 on one, right?
Then 5, you're going to get a comeback on your X side, your play side receiver. You're going to get a seam with your slot. You're going to get across in a small, quick slant from your backside players.
48.
That's Copeland in the deep motion. Maddox stumbles, recovers, and throws a rope incomplete. In and out of the hands of the former San Diego Charger, Latario Rashall.
Base personnel, Texas X 142.
Oh, no. Let's go Texas X, 142 on one, Ricky.
Tommy Maddox, much more of a take charge player than he was early in his career.
48.
He's got a 3rd and 10.
48.
Faking, throwing over the middle, pass caught. That is a first down. Jermaine Copeland. And Copeland run down by James Willis, but not before.
Take it out, baby.
He got 25 yards.
This brings me to my third point of what LA needs to do on offense. That's a 3rd down conversion right there, and they're last in the XFL at 27%. That just upped their average a little bit. The other thing that they have to do is continue to do what they just did there, which is to do the yak, which is the yards after the catch. And they did a great job last week of that. They're picking up just where they left off with the yaks after the catch.
LA offense humming, and the ball to Saladin McCullough. And McCullough breaks through a big hole, bounces it to the outside, and McCullough bangs to the 20-yard line, tackled by Dwayne Butler. There is a flag on the play.
Saladin did a great job there of being patient, letting that hole open up, and then finding a lane to cut back into.
Incidental face mask, defense number 31, 5-yard penalty, result, first down.
There's your nice guy.
If you've heard the story on Saladin McCullough, forgive me, but he grew up in Pasadena, California, went to John Muir High School. All he wanted to do was go to USC, run student body left, run student body right, and win the Heisman. Didn't work out. Went to Oregon, became a big star, had kind of a checkered career off the field, but he gets his chance tonight. His first start in the XFL, and he's looking good. Maddox. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Frank Leatherwood. Leatherwood, 23 years old, from Appalachian State.
Threw that in double coverage. Deon Fox with the coverage on Frank Leatherwood. Did a great job. Did Deon Fox there. Deon is one of the quicker linebackers that Birmingham has, and he's one of the few guys that doesn't come out on nickel coverages.
Jerry DiNardo, his first year of professional coaching.
48.
2nd and 10 for Maddox. They're getting no pressure on him. He's got legs. Maddox is buried.
He's surprised. James Willis comes up, cleans his clock there.
Willis, the XFL's leading tackler, buries Maddox.
James Willis is really the heart and soul of this Birmingham team.
Defensively, the linebackers are outstanding for Birmingham. Willis, Fox, and Scott will go to meet Willis at halftime.
They've got a very, very aggressive team, and they're going to go ahead and blitz and put some pressure on Maddox tonight.
Not getting any pressure yet on Maddox. 3rd and 5. Maddox throws, pass caught, and going down to the 1 is Frank Leatherwood. So they've seen something in the films. Leatherwood wide open, tackled by Deion Fox after a 9-yard gain.
They're trying to isolate Deion Fox and see if they can't get him out there on an island by himself. They've done a good job so far. It's the second time that they've tried to do that with Frank Leatherwood.
This drive started at the 25. This will be the 12th play. It's first.
Let's go.
And Cole at the 1.
Lead on 1, Rick.
Let's see if they can't hammer this ball right down the throat of the Birmingham defense.
Go! 48!
Leatherwood and McCullough in the eye. Out of the eye. McCullough. Student body middle. He goes over the top and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Saladin McCullough.
Saladin did a great job that entire series of maintaining composure, doing what he was asked to do. Finishes the job the right way, the LA way, with style in the end zone.
So now LA attempting the extra point. LA this year good on extra point spots. 50%. You consider 50% good extra points?
50%?
Yeah. Better than the league average. Let's
Better
put it
than the
that
league
way.
average, absolutely.
Okay. Good, but not great.
48!
Maddox will look, throws the fade, and it's picked off. He could return it.
He's going nowhere.
Jermaine
wait, he's still open. He's still waiting.
No, Butler's got it, and the Butler is knocked out at the 8.
The rule on that is if the ball is caught in interception or fumble and an extra point, it can be returned by the defense for a point itself. Tommy just doesn't get enough air into this ball. If he gets a little bit more air in the ball, he's got a chance to get Darnell back in the end zone. But I tell you what, that's pretty good fighting there by Dwayne Butler.
The first 2 series, touchdowns. Birmingham's got 1. LA has got 1.
Quarterbacks are on fire.
Tonight's U.S. Army Victories in Life features Rod Smart, Las Vegas Outlaws running back. He was raised in the projects and through education in football has turned his life around.
This is it right here. It's Washington Park, the ghetto. You know, by growing up in the projects, all the bad stuff around you, you grow to feel that you don't want that in life. By playing ball in high school, it showed me that I can go off to college somewhere different and get a college degree, play ball, and better my life. You're my baby. If I didn't go off to college, I would probably be around here selling drugs or maybe in jail or maybe dead. You never know. These things I overcame made me who I am today, made me stronger in life, too.
Back at Legion Field, let's wrap up the weekend scoring for you. Of course, Orlando remains undefeated with a win over Vegas. Memphis comes from behind to defeat Chicago, and New York upsets San Francisco. Now, if you missed the end of the Memphis game, you missed a thriller. Memphis down with 20 seconds to play. Their quarterback, Jim Druckenmiller, he's a man. Look at what Druckenmiller did. 413 yards, 3 touchdowns. But what did he do in the last 20 seconds? Well, he looked for his pal, Daryl Hobbs.
Druckenmiller in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown. A touchdown to Daryl Hobbs. A perfectly thrown ball by Jim Druckenmiller.
You know, Jim Druckenmiller has been criticized his whole career that he can't run. He got 54 yards on that drive alone to set up that game-winning touchdown. The guy is a hoss. He's the king in Memphis right now. He continues. They got a shot at making the playoffs.
7-6 our score. Cortez rips one out of the end zone, and that will come out to the 20.
Saladin McCullough activated for this game. Coach wanted to give you your chance to shine. It looks like you're doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just, you know, whatever I get, whatever little yards I can get, I'm going ahead. I'm just do what I got to do to get the team down the field to score.
Nice to get him in for 6, though.
Yeah, especially on the first drive.
His brother is the starting running back at USC this year, Sultan McCullough.
His talent in them jeans.
68 or 69,
Saladin with 4 carries for 15 yards. And now Casey Weldon, who has gotten off to a very fast start.
They're going to do a sprint out here. They're going to try to stretch this defense a little bit, try to get out of trouble.
And the ball to Bostic. And Bostic tackled immediately. Chad Pegues in there quickly. Defensively for LA, what do they want to do?
LA really needs to dominate this line of scrimmage. They can't allow the Birmingham offense, especially their running game, to come to life. They need to continue that sack fest. Now, Birmingham's only been sacked 8 times. LA has got 19 sacks on the year. They can't give up cheap scores. They got to keep the ball in front of them and make good tackles, and they got to play with intensity for 4 full quarters. That's where they've gotten in trouble all year long.
2nd and 10, running play, game, zip. 4 wide receivers. Weldon. And breaking a tackle, Quincy Jackson. Quincy Jackson up near midfield. Jackson, who played at Alabama, one of their best receivers ever. He gets 28 yards.
This is coming right at you. Does a great job of being the first man. Leon Hammond comes in and launches him. Del McGee, he's going to be the best sauce on the field because he's wearing A1 in the back of his jersey. He better spice things up a little better than that.
Quincy Jackson is having a terrific year. He leads the team in touchdown catches. He's a big play man. Makes the big grab. 3 wide receivers. This is James Bostic's favorite running play. The drop on. And he's following his blocker as Bostic goes down. Bostic down the sideline to the 25 run out by Del McGee.
Did you see him just run through the tackle of Juan Long? I mean, the legs on this guy. Boom, right there. He's 4th in the league right now in rushing. I tell you what, he continues that. He's going to move up that.
If it's press, if he's press, you got it. Trick hard, 98's quick. I'm ready to hit.
He'll move up that tree real fast.
4-2 swap, 46.
Here we go.
Swap.
Weldon has passed for over 100 yards now. Bostic huffing and puffing after that one. That could have been a backwards pass to Joe Douglas. And he is tackled. Well, James Bostic, what does he do for relaxation? He likes to shoot a little pool.
I like playing pool. Speaking of eye coordination, you got to know the angles here and there, and if you can play, it's good, but if not, you know, the game can suck to you.
Playing running back, playing pool is almost similar. It's all about finding the right angle and hitting the right hole.
See, that's the key to life. Finding the right angle and hitting the hole, baby.
Your favorite game now is pocket pull. And we got a marker down.
I know I can win that game.
You're awfully good at it.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, it's still 2nd down.
This is XFL football on UPN prime time, Birmingham.
Make sure we at least get a field goal out of this possession.
Okay, let's go. Doubles left.
Scored first.
Doubles left 90 on 1. Ready?
8 plays, 85 yards, led 7-0, and LA coming back.
Let's go, D.
12 plays, 75 yards. Played conservative here.
Looking at just trying to get a field goal. They're doing a quick 3-step drop here.
2nd and 20. Weldon's got a little time. Now he's flush. Weldon's nimble. Weldon throws it, dumps it off, incomplete. Nice play by Casey Weldon.
And Weldon's done that all year long. He's done a great job of buying time when he needs to buy time to kind of cover up the suspect on this offensive line problem. And he doesn't take the sack. He throws the ball away well. He doesn't have a lot of interception.
Let's go ahead and go with our doubles. Doubles left, 76, X special, Z corner.
The 70 series for them is a 7-man protection.
76, X special, Z corner on 1.
Okay, they need some protection.
They need some protection, and they know that. They're looking for the X. The X is going to have the choice route here, so look for them to go deep on this particular play if it's open.
It's 3rd and long, 3rd and 20. Weldon dumps it off. Bostic, can he make something happen? Bostic breaks through a tackle. And he has him within field goal range. So Bostic, tackled by Chad Pegues. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bostic gets 9 on the short pass play. And we're looking at a field goal when we come back. Hope you're enjoying the XFL on UPN. will continue with Birmingham leading 7-6. Football capital of the South, Legion Field. The aisle dance going on. All those girls need is Brian Bosworth.
Getting down and dirty in Birmingham. I ain't getting down dirty with none of those guys.
The Jello,
they're already dirty.
The Jello is jiggling. All right, Brad Palazzo lining up for a fairly long field goal. Palazzo has struggled this year, just 1 of 6. He's had 1 block. This is a 46-yarder.
Right on the edge of his makeable ability.
Snap was bad. He hit it good, though. He hit it great. And Palazzo says, thank you.
He says, thank you to the Lord, my baby, because that's 3 points, and that's...
Great adjustment by Casey Weldon to get that ball down.
Hi, I'm Carmen, and I'm a raging Cajun from Lafayette, Louisiana. And when I'm not drawing blood, taking temperatures, or fixing broken bones, I'm breaking hearts as an XFL cheerleader for the Birmingham Thunderbolts. Open up and say, ah.
All right, we're coming back.
Carmen.
Carmen is electric. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, there's no question that this Birmingham Bolt defense has got some big hitters on their side of the ball. They just need to put things together a little bit tighter, help control that line of scrimmage.
Palazzo, who just ripped a 46-yarder, his long this year. Lataria Rashal deep for the LA Xtreme. Palazzo pumped up. Shoots it to the 8. Here's Damon Gibson. Gibson has some speed, and he's wrestled to the ground. 10-6 Birmingham, leading favored LA. Saladin McCullough breaks through a hole, leaps over a man. There is a marker down. It's in the area of holding, but Saladin McCullough, who told us... Little chatting there. McCullough can run a 4.34, 4.40.
He can also bounce off a bunch of defenders
Holding,
as well.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
So the run by McCullough is nullified.
And that's a shame because they need to get that running game going, especially they got a chance to get that here tonight because Birmingham's defense gives up a league-leading 126 yards per game.
Down in the open field and buying time, right?
Al Luganville talking to the defense.
Telling his guys to break down and make good tackles in the open field.
Maddox throws a bullet and completing it to Damon Gibson. So Gibson, an important performer tonight with the injury to Larry Ryans. Ryans pulled a hamstring. He's not here. He's a fast receiver. Sloan covering on the play, a 15-yard gainer.
You know what Birmingham needs to do defensively tonight, that they got to confuse Maddox. They got to get Maddox out of sync somehow, some way, disguise some coverages, start to blitz the guy, and they need to win the battle on first and second down. Get them in third down situations so they don't have a really good, strong third down package.
Maddox, the quick flip. And Copeland.
Here we go in the third down situation right now for him.
Gets some short yardage there. Tackled quickly by Calvin Jackson. They're asking for a measurement, but it looks short. Maddox wants a measurement, and they call time to measure. There's Maddox. Let his guys rest for a moment.
We got it?
The other thing that Birmingham needs to do is they need to limit the yak, and that's the yards after catch. Most of LA's passing yards comes after they've made first contact on the receivers.
Boz, you have a very good eye for these kinds of things. Is that a first down or not?
Everybody's in my way. I can't see anybody.
Take a look.
Jerry DiNardo's nose is in my way. Move, Jerry.
It's a little bit short.
He looks short.
You ready?
The last time I made a short joke, everybody got on me.
That's a first down, Boz.
Like I said, Jerry DiNardo's nose is in my way. Get out of the way, Jerry.
Great mark.
Jerry's a great guy. You know why? Because he loves his players. He spends time with his players. The guy spends a lot of time educating his players both on and off the field. Really cares about this team.
48.
Long-time coach in the collegiate ranks. 10-6. Maddox throws throws it away as he is decked. Pass intended for Josh Wilcox. Pressuring was number 53, Keith Franklin. Keith Franklin, the only LA guy on this Birmingham team. He grew up and went to Dorsey High School, and he knows how to shock a guy, Boz.
He came off the corner completely unblocked.
Let's go Texas Sail. Texas Sail.
Tommy did a great job of getting rid of the ball, avoiding the sack there.
Come on.
Maddox, modest number so far.
Go.
Second quarter, 10-6 Bolts.
They're already starting to disguise their coverages a little bit.
Yeah, deep motion. McCullough.
They're coming at him with a blitz.
And they got him. They weren't getting to him with 4, Boz, so they got to bring 5, 6, 7, as Jerry DiNardo told us yesterday.
And that's exactly right, Chris. He said they're going to start with a 4-man rush, but if they have to, they're going to move a lot quicker to that 5- and 6-man rush. And as long as they can keep Tommy inside the pocket and keep him parried in there, he doesn't throw the ball well under pressure at all, and he doesn't like to run at all.
That's the 11th sack the offensive line for LA has allowed. Jerry Crafts, Chris Breimer, Jonathan Hanbach at center. Jose Portilla at right guard, Nate Miller.
Here you go in a third down,
right
15 situation here. This is not what LA wants to be in tonight.
Rashal is out in the pattern. Maddox, the draw play, and coming up quickly, James Willis. They call him the general on the field because he knows everything. He's a young Brian Bosworth.
But see, with
a
Willis,
talented Brian Bosworth.
You know what? If I had the shoulders he did, I'd still be out there playing myself. And Willis has had longevity in the NFL, and he's seen it all. So you're not going to trick this guy, especially on those little tight screens like that.
The best defender in the XFL, James Willis. Now, the first punt of the ball game.
That's a bold statement. There's many big smackers as we got.
I'm saying it right now. At the moment, no Prefontaine to kick it away. At least for this game, he's the best defensive player.
This ball is live if it hits the 45-yard line.
Beautiful high punt. Stepfret Williams going back to his 16, Williams. And right up the middle he goes for about 6. Coming up quickly, Jonathan Heimbach. Second quarter of play, 11:20 to go. The Birmingham Bolts lead the LA Xtreme by 4. McDougal has given Chicago a whopper of a lift on offense. We will be there next week. The San Francisco Demons traveling to the Chicago Enforcers. You can catch us at our regular time, prime time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, along with Brian.
Marley, you know, you said that James Willis the best defender in the league. You can confirm, Mr. Willis?
I can't say I'm the best, but I tell you what, every day I try to come out and prove myself to be the best, and I work hard. We work hard as a team, as a unit. And good things can happen when we work together like this.
This defense has something to prove tonight.
Definitely. I mean, you know, we've been giving up a lot of yards in the past. We made a commitment to each other to come out and prepare and win.
He is the XFL's leading tackler, so that would suggest he's the best. He causes some pain. He runs the team.
20 on 1.
And he is the man. Now, the man on offense, Casey Weldon, off to a great start. How's he look to you tonight, Boss?
He's sharp. He's doing exactly what he's not forcing any balls. He's got time to throw relatively.
And on the draw, Bostic.
Ball's down.
And a loose
ball's down.
They're scrambling for it. Luganville says, we've got it.
He was down.
Now, what do you think's going on at the bottom of that pile right now? You think they're asking each other, what's for dinner tomorrow?
I think that big guy's got it.
How can you tell?
LA's got it. Now the question, was he down?
No, he wasn't down.
Jamal Duff.
Death blow.
He got it.
James Bostic did a great job of moving in, trying to find a place to go. You got to hang on to the ball, James. That's the one thing you can't afford to do. We talked about it earlier. No costly turnovers, especially in your end of the field. Can't get much more costly than that.
Chad Pegues knocked it loose. Jamal Duff gets credit for it. And a big break for LA. Great field position at the Birmingham 30. First down. Maddox throws a rope. And McDonald to make that Copeland Pass incomplete, covered by his buddy, Dwayne Butler.
And Dwayne did a great job here covering Coach. He had man coverage, playing him tight. What he's got to do, he's got to force Cope more on the inside there. But he did a great job of hanging in his back pocket. The ball has to be thrown a little bit better, a little bit more downfield. Cope has a chance to get that ball going in the end zone.
I'm on, D-Mac.
Maddox 7 of 12 for 67 yards. He'll give the ball to McCullough. McCullough first around the corner. There he goes. And he's ripped hard and knocked down by Calvin Jackson.
Calvin Jackson's been smoking people all night long. I think he's got a bad attitude. Somebody put some rotten milk in his bowl of Post Toasties this morning.
A lot of Auburn, former Auburn players.
Hold your water.
On this Birmingham Bolts defense. Alabama guys, Auburn guys, a lot of
on 3, right?
Territorial picks.
Here they're going to try. They're going to try to see if they can't hard count here and get a cheap first down because it's 3rd down and 4.
48. They win. 48.
They may have gotten it. Flags are down.
Still got to play.
And the ball is overthrown, an uncatchable toss. So Maddox got what he wanted. He gets the first down.
Tommy did a great job there. He told the guys to hold your water, and for some of those guys, I can tell they're holding more water than they want to, but they did a great job of hanging in there, getting that first down.
Offside, defense number 90.
I know they don't like 3rd down.
Why do defensive players always fall for the hard count?
They get so energized to hit somebody.
Let's go tight twin Y. 46 hammer on 1, right?
46 hammer. They're going to try to do an off-tackle play here over the C gap, which is going to be on the strong side of their formation here, which is the left side of their formation.
48.
First down. McCullough. He runs right and runs right into big number 94. That is, of course, Johnny Mitchell, 24-year-old out of LSU. Jarrett Logan's also there.
And they've done a great job so far clogging that middle up and controlling that line of scrimmage because they've got a huge offensive line, LA Xtreme does, because they've got Chris Breimer over there, John Heimbach, Jose Portilla, Nate Miller, and the big Jerry Kratz over there. I know he's lying. He says he's 350 pounds. I think he's 380.
10-6 Birmingham. LA with an opportunity. Draw play. McCullough breaks to the outside and takes the ball up to the 10. We mentioned earlier that Maddox is more of a take-charge guy. He told us yesterday that it was hard for him as a rookie with Denver. He said, hey, I'm 20 years old.
Let's get it.
I can't yell at a guy who's 33 that's won a Super Bowl. You know, it's hard for me to take charge. If I was more charged guy, that I might still be in the NFL.
Hey, he was also 20 years old holding a clipboard, so you don't get a chance to really let your gonads drop unless you're out there in the field directing traffic.
Well, he's got his scones working here.
He's got a lot of working.
33. Leatherwood in slow motion. Maddox fires. Oh, great catch. Frank Leatherwood caught that with a left hand. That's going to be a first down or very close to it.
That's close. That was a great catch by Frank Leatherwood. Luganville loves his combination of routes, but he's got great hands, and he just showed it right there. Tommy threw that ball a little bit behind him. Leatherwood made a great catch. Tommy needs to lead him a little bit more than that, but you know what? Just come down with a catch, because on a 3rd down like that, you just want to get the first down.
6th play of the drive. They've gone for 22 yards. It's a 1st and goal at the 7.
It's followed by that costly turnover at the 30-yard line by James Bostic.
Maddox to McCullough. Straight up the middle he goes. Saladin McCullough.
Again, James Willis coming in there, just closing down the fort. No place to run, no place to hide for Saladin McCullough. I think with his speed, you should really try to get him on the outside edges and use the stretching of their offense. It's funny. Their offense is geared to let the passing game open up their running game, which is actually opposite of most offenses where they want the running game to open up the passing game.
There you have it. Second and 5. McCullough sprints to the right. McCullough touchdown. Saladin McCullough. He thought about student body left, but There was no classroom over there, and McCullough goes right.
Actually, the classroom was full on the left-hand side, and nobody was sitting in the cheap seats on the right-hand side. Sullivan did a great job of just maintaining composure here instead of folding up tents here. Problem here is number 95. Quentin Reese has got to stay home. Don't come down the line of scrimmage, and don't let the cutback go past you, and you lose containment. Cost them 6 points right there.
LA going for one, an important extra point here. Give them a 3-point lead. 6:20 to go.
48.
Here in the second quarter. Xtreme trying to get to 13. Maddox throws to McCullough and missed it. Couldn't hang on.
Got to catch it.
And he kicks it away. So the extra point attempt fails, but LA takes advantage of the James Bostic fumble. Goes down the field. The Xtreme has the lead now, 12-10 over the Birmingham Bulls. Welcome back. Now let's check on XFL action earlier today on TNN. New York at San Francisco, brought to you by Busch Beer.
Go way back to the 37 to receive. The Jets up to the... He's got some room at the 50. Cutting into the 40. Look out. He may go. Arago's trying to get him. He can't. Richardson passing right away again. It's going to throw wide open. Gardner. What a play. And Gardner's going to go for the score. And this time, no flags are down. Touchdown. 41. First and goal from the 2. Big break into the basket. Diving in. Right there, Shea. As the Hitmen score a huge touchdown.
What a shocker for New York to go in on the West Coast, City by the Bay, and do a little whack job on the Demons. I tell you what, it's nice to see the New York offense go ahead and open it up a little bit, not be so conservative, and go ahead. In the XFL, you got to go and let it all hang out because you got such a short season. You got to let your players be athletes. Let them go out there and make big plays.
Rusty Tillman getting his second win. Our congratulations to him. A big win for New York on the road. So here we go. Cortez kicking off. Eric Sloan, one of the deep men. Let's see if he gets it. It pops out of his hands for a moment. It's Curtis Alexander. And Alexander is going nowhere. We've got a marker down. You think the XFL is raw action? Wait till you see WWF Raw, 2 hours of the edgiest action on TV. Don't miss the #1 show in all of cable tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central on TNN. Along with Brian Bosworth, Chris Raggy, Michael Barkan, I'm Chris Marlowe. Glad you're with us. XFL football on UPN. Good game. The Xtreme leading here in the second quarter, 12-10. 5:40 to play.
Very important that Birmingham answers quickly.
James Bostic.
That's not the answer they want right there.
Bostic tackled by Sean Stuckey. Bolts, one of the worst rushing teams in the league. Third worst.
Second only. No, they're actually second only to LA. And they're trying to run in behind Matt Hogg, and you mentioned it earlier, Chris, that Matt didn't practice all week long because of the concussion. Again, with James' speed and his athleticism, you should really try to get him outside.
83. Just take it.
And put some damage on the outside of the LA's defense.
Weldon, play action. He's got a little time throwing it deep. Looking for Stepfret Williams. He's got it! Stepfret Williams, touchdown for the Birmingham Bulls.
Did you see Stepfret with the pull away?
80 yards. Weldon to Williams.
Now, when you get Stepfret Williams, they did this early in the game. They went deep to him. They beat Phillips. He just pulled away from Phillips, and every time you get a chance to get the ball in Stepfret's hands, you get guaranteed excitement.
And how about the throw by Casey Weldon on the money? Hard to judge the speed of Stepfret Williams.
You know why he was able to get that ball to Stepfret? Because he had some time. And that's something Weldon hasn't had this year.
Offensive line has held up well so far. Now the Bolts will go for one. Got to run it in or pass it in. 4 wide receivers now. McGuire in deep motion. The throw is on the money. And it's complete to Eddie Smith. Big Ed Smith, 31 years old, out of Trenton, New Jersey.
Again, using that isolation on the linebackers, Sean Stuckey, Ed Smith. You can't answer the call much quicker than this on play 2. Terry just needs to get a little more speed, and he just ain't got it. If you ain't got speed, you ain't catching that, because that right there is money.
Bob, you said there would be bombs, and there have been.
And here you go, a situation again. They're doing a great job of isolating the tight end with the linebackers, and they're going to continue to do that until they put a DB on him.
Bolts lead it 17-12.
Hey, I was talking to a guy the other day. He said,
Hi, I'm Sunny, and I was born and raised on a farm in Texas. Ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming Miss America, and I'm on my way. But while I'm not preparing for pageants or working with my platform, I'm having a great time fulfilling another dream as an XFL cheerleader, cheering for the Birmingham Thunderbolts.
Sunny, yesterday, it's my life.
Rain and sun tonight.
Filled with rain, sunny. An 80-yard bomb. Casey Weldon to Stepfret Williams. Steph got the step, didn't he? And
he got more than a step. You know what? Right there, I think Terry Billups strained, pulled, did something to his hamstring, because right now he's in the locker room trying to get that looked at.
Moments ago, the trainer was looking at him, and now we're looking at him. Uh-oh. He's pulling his pants down. Cut. No.
We'll do anything to get ratings on his show.
Our director, Patrick McManus, he is fast. He sees the pants coming down, he just jerks out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, but he can always find somebody interesting. That's the uncanny knack about him, man.
When the tops are coming up, stay. When the pants are coming down,
you gotta leave, man. Leave.
Damon Gibson, and he is hog-tied at the 28.
Steph, nice run, nice catch. Terry Billups pulls up with a hamstring. Was it a hamstring pull, or was it Stepfret Williams?
Oh, no. We came out. We had to make a play. We had a turnover series before, so we just had to come out and make a play on this possession. And Casey threw it up. When he got it, the result was a touchdown.
Steph, 2 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown. So L.A.
They're one of the 2 tandem duos that lead the XFL in receiving. Him and Quincy Jackson, Darnell McDonald, and Jermaine Copeland tonight. You can't get a lot more excited than that.
Aladdin McCullough, and he is making the most of his first XFL start. He has already scored 2 touchdowns. Grew up in Pasadena, California. Actually recruited by Al Luganville to play at San Diego State. But, Boz, an interesting thing happened on his recruiting trip in San Diego. He fell asleep. And Al Luganville, that was a little tough for Al to forgive him on that.
I've sat down with Al Luganville. It's not that hard to fall asleep because he's kind of a monotone, boring guy. He's like one of those professors in a philosophy class. You just don't want to listen.
Luganville says, I hold no grudge. McCullough got 14 on that run. And Maddox, look at that one.
Right there.
He's got him wide open. Wow! There he goes! David Gibson touchdown. Tommy Maddox throws a strike.
Cedric Curry got magnified, then he got electrified, and then he got burned alive. Hell, he got toasted on both sides on that play.
And buttered. Damon Gibson catching a 58-yard bomb back the other way from Tommy Maddox.
You know what? The critics have been calling our play in the XFL isn't that great, and I beg to differ. I think over the last couple of weeks, our play, especially the offense, have really come to the call. We put some points up on the board. We're an exciting game to watch. No question about it.
I like to see that you're coming around. You finally figured out that nobody cares about defense. You were a great defense, but nobody cares. They want to see offense.
Care about? They like the big hits, though. I like the big hits, the snap knockers.
Aladdin McCullough, and he is working his way into that zone, Buzz. He looks like a starter for the LA Xtreme. Maddox says, yeah.
Go back to the touchdown for a second. It's a great play fake, but Cedric Curry just does a poor job of coverage on that play. I'll tell you what, Damon Gibson put in an extra overdrive speed on that deal, because I tell you what, he pulled away fast. Tommy knows that was a big play to come back after that big touchdown by Stepfret Williams.
Thanks, Bubba.
Yeah. 19-12. 19-17, the Xtreme leading the Bulls here. Last night in Las Vegas, in case you missed it, a crucial 4th down decision for Vegas and head coach Jim Kreiner.
He's going to talk about that
we
very
want to
thing.
Pin him deep and play field position, play defense.
For what?
Well, they got 3 full minutes. We can stop them defensively and get the football back. That's the question.
4th and 4. We can
3 minutes to go.
Yep. And 2 timeouts.
2.
Yep. Well, we can run that hot tornado again. Get him inside. Throw the first down. Long quads go.
All right.
Nevada. Go Nevada.
Where is our defensive coach?
Here we go. What do you guys want to do?
We're going
for it.
We're going.
Well, here we go. You heard the negotiation on the sidelines. They decided to go for it on 4th and 4.
Biggest play of the game right here.
385 Hawk. 385 Hawk. Quick pass to Yo Murphy. No love. Orlando holds Torrey Gilliard and Reggie Doster there to shut the door on the Outlaws.
So that effectively ended Las Vegas's chances. Were they right to go for it, boss?
Absolutely not. You know, Coach Kreiner made the right call. It was a gut call. I mean, you got a defense like that, the Desert Swarm. You kick the ball down in their end of the field, and then you play defense. You got not only 2 timeouts, but you got the 3rd down. The 3rd timeout was a 2-minute warning. You had plenty of time. They just made the wrong call. The offensive coaches talked him into that one.
You saw Al Luganville and Jerry DiNardo. Critical game in XFL football for both these teams. Remember, the winning team tonight gets a $100,000 bonus split up amongst all its active players. Curtis Alexander. Excuse me, boss. Let me get Eric Sloan running up the middle and getting gang tackle. All right, coming up at halftime, we will recap Week 6 in the XFL. We'll meet the General. We'll tell you who that is. We'll be hanging with Jermaine. And you know who that is. And then we'll be inside the locker rooms to see if anybody, goes to the bathroom or drops their pants. Don't you think?
Now, is that these guys' locker room, or we can go back and see the other guys, the cheerleaders' locker room?
Yeah.
That was a fun piece like that. I liked that last night.
We will see Willis. We will just saw Copeland, and there are Jermaine Copeland's parents, Donald and Linda. Also his son is here. Now Weldon dumps it off to Bostic. Nice catch. James Bostic. I tell you, this has just been an offensive explosion. 19-17, all the scoring done here in the first half. Jeff Russell coming up to make the tackle. A 9-yard gain for Bostic.
The reason that play worked was Casey was able to feel the backside pressure of Dave Ritchie, stepped up in the pocket, unloads it to James Bostic, and Bostic has all day to run before somebody gets to his ankles.
Should just let it go all the way down.
Jesus Christ.
You use out there?
Bostic
It's going to be close.
having a good game rushing with the exception of the fumble, which led to an Xtreme touchdown.
That's a bad spot.
Keep going, baby.
Right.
That's one of the things that they need to continue to do. Get the ball in the hands of their athletes that are going to make the big plays. James Bostic, Stepfret Williams, Quincy Jackson. I like what he's doing with the tight end. That whole package. It's really confusing the LA defense.
Steve Camone is our referee. Weldon's got some great numbers. He's 9 of 11 for 199 yards and 2 touchdowns.
You go rip 138.
Make it look like you're going for
No, I don't want to sneak it.
Okay. No. Let's go. Let's take a shot at it, Coach. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know what? It is short. It is short enough where we can go from now. I mean, it's inches.
Yeah, it's inches.
It's inches. Tell Casey he's going.
X choice, the out.
Did you hear that? Yeah. That's Dave Arslanian with the call from the box. He's up in the booth tonight.
And this is what you got to do. You got to be unpredictable. Second down and short, like it is. It's just inches. Go ahead and go deep when you got the shot like this. You got 2 plays to get the first down. It's inches. If you can't get the first down on 3rd down and inches, then you shouldn't be playing football.
Casey Weldon. When we come back, he will throw the bomb again. Stay with us.
What he's going to do. I know they always want to.
Bolts offensive coordinator up in the booth for the first time this year, Dave Arslanian.
See what they're in.
And it's like, you know, I mean, trying to figure out the play to break one there.
I don't know what the protection is.
Yeah. Jerry DiNardo and Arslanian agreed this week. Let's move you up to the booth, get a better visual aspect of the field, and it's resulted in 17 first half points.
And it's funny, they both came up with the idea on the same day.
Yeah. Then they told each other.
And then they told each other about it, you know, so that tells you that they're starting to meld together and think on the same page.
Second and short. Bolts have told us they're going to try one here. The fake. Weldon. Pressure, and he throws, and he's got his man. And it is Quincy Jackson, 23-year-old out of Alabama. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And they took Stepfret Williams out on that play because Del McGee and Ricky Parker double covered him on the outside. So Weldon did a good job of buying the time, not forcing the ball, getting the yards that he needs to get here. If anything, more than 3 points comes out of this, is a successful drive for the Birmingham Bolts.
First down. LA shows blitz. Here they come. Weldon dumps it off. Nicely done. Quincy Jackson. Quincy kick it go. Jackson tackled at the 25-yard line. Ricky Parker. Give credit to Casey Weldon. He unloaded that ball perfectly, Boz. He read his keys.
And it's funny, when Stepfret Williams is taken out of the offense, it's a go-to after guy with Action Jackson. He's got 20 receptions with 3 touchdowns.
Watch the blitz. May get a Yankee here, man.
He gets 24 yards on that play to Action Jackson.
It's a 90 series. It's a 3-step quick pass.
Weldon, another shorty, whips it over the middle, incomplete. Pass behind Ed Smith. So far, the offensive line has held up pretty well.
They've done a great job considering the patchwork that they had to do this week.
And Chase Raynock just obtained from Chicago. Didn't practice until Wednesday. He was the concern. Antonio Fleming, left guard. Matt Hogg with the concussion at center. Wise, Edwards, and Smith.
Let's go our doubles right. 135 boot Chicago again.
Doubles right. 135 boot Chicago. Let's go.
135, that's their 100 package, and they're going to play action past this since they can't freeze the linebackers and get an isolation on the deep coverage. They're playing cover 2 right now.
Williams is at the bottom of your screen. Weldon rolling. Weldon firing complete. And he is working with his buddy Ed Smith. Donnell Day covers. 9 yards on the play. Does Weldon look like Joe Montana to you a little bit in his helmet? A little bit?
He's got that young quality about him. He's also got that young excitement about him. He's young, he's fresh, he's brand new. I think he still does it on the paper.
Let's go doubles right, 28. Doubles right, 28.
Hey, we got to have this.
This is going to be a running play. It's a 20 series where they like to
10 wedge. Did
you say 10 wedge or 20?
I think it was 10 wedge.
10 wedge is going to be a quarterback sneak right up the middle here.
There he goes. And look at Weldon pounding. Casey Weldon told us earlier, hey, listen, I've gotten pounded this year, but the last 8 years, I've held a clipboard or sat on the bench, so I'm rested.
No! You got it. He's got it right here.
Both say he's got it. Xtreme says no.
Casey is having the time of his life this year. This is a dream come true for him to come in here to Birmingham and play and lead a team.
Let's go.
And have these kinds of receivers at his beck and call.
A lot of measuring tonight, so they'll bring the chains on.
What happened on that X?
Either 3rd and 1 or first down. It looks like first down. So the Birmingham Bolts with a minute 8 to play. Trailing 19-17.
Let's go H over motion. Doubles right, 54Z.
Doubles right. H over. 54Z on 1.
The 50 package is a screen package, and what they like to do with their screen package is they like to do a double screen. Bring somebody in the middle, use their offensive line, and then use their screen package on the outside, one of their slot guys. So it's a quarterback choice here with the screen.
Weldon got some time, throws on a bounce, incomplete. He was looking for step. Covering was Jeff Russell. Weldon told us last time we were around that he thought step
93
should be in the NFL.
Their 90 package. Look at that hand.
Everybody be ready on this one. Let's go. Trips off. Huh?
Tripped R, Y up, 93 on one.
He's taking some punishment, and one of the things that he told me yesterday, he has a bad finger, his pinky finger, but it's on his throwing hand. It only hurts on his snaps. It doesn't hurt when he's throwing the ball. This is a 90-series three-step drop. Bostic out in the flat, lobbing it into the end zone. Touchdown! The Bulldogs are electrified. It is Ed Smith who's having his career game. And they've done, again, great job tonight of isolating that linebacker, and L.A. needs to make a change and try to get the linebacker taken out of the offensive scheme now. You know, the linebackers for L.A. They like to flow, they like to hit, and right now they're completely out of sorts because they can't do either. They can't flow, they're stuck on an island, and they're having to cover Ed Smith, and they're not doing a very good job of it.
93, Y option on set. On set, let's go.
The Bolts trying to punch in the extra point. Weldon. Incomplete. Good coverage that time. Ed Smith looking for the short pass. Leomont Evans out of Clemson knocks it away. And that's the first time you've seen a nickelback or a safety come in and take out the tight end.
I knew 51 couldn't cover you. Nice job.
Going back and looking at that tight end again. Casey does a great job again. Look at the protection he's got. He's got all game. He's only in a three-step drop, and Rico Mack never turns his back. Never turns his head around to look at the quarterback, so he doesn't know where the ball is. I think there's a few electric bolts going through his body right there. Look at him right there. Oh, yeah. I'm on fire. His numbers, Boz, 13 of 17, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And that's in one half. So Palazzo set to kick off. Weldon having a great game.
Missed the head on that one.
And he's also bleeding in the eye. Tell me this guy ain't a warrior, man. There's some tough quarterbacks in the league.
Looks good, though, doesn't it?
Rom, Clement.
I'll just leave it right there.
Well, he's leaving the blood on it. He loves it.
Look, he's bleeding on his cheek. He's bleeding on his eye.
Yeah. Came from the hand.
Wow, man. Who's got the weapons down on the field?
That's right.
Birmingham with a kickoff. It is Damon Gibson. Gibson's got a seam. And Gibson hits to the 30, where he is wrapped by Deion Fox.
They should get tired.
So they're wiping Weldon off. 33 seconds to play first half. 23 to 19. And we got a man down. So an LA Xtreme player shaken up. They'll attend to him.
93, wide open. Everybody sing, okay? Be a good, easy completion to you.
And that's key right there. They're doing communication on the sideline.
We are told the injured player is Rico Mack.
Rico Mack is the player that got burned on that touchdown. And usually on special teams, because the collisions are so violent, because these guys are running full speed at each other at about 30 or 40 yards apart, the collisions are so traumatic, these guys, they don't feel it sometimes until like a week later.
Casey Weldon, there's his backup, Jay Barker, who early in the season, fans were calling for Barker. Some were suggesting a quarterback controversy, Barker being from Alabama, and local fans love him.
I think you were suggesting.
I haven't said one thing about Jay Barker tonight, have I?
Not yet.
At lunch I did.
There's no way you could put it in there.
Can't get you to shut up, can I? Shut up. I like Casey Weldon. Now, Tommy Maddox. He's had an outstanding game also, Boz. 9 of 14 for 128 and a touchdown. It's been a scoring fest.
You know what? L.A. has spent a little bit more time running the ball than they normally do passing the ball. But that could work to their advantage as long as they keep this game close, because if they can keep that running game alive, then it makes it difficult for the Birmingham defense to figure out what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, especially when they get in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, for now.
All right, why they attend to Rico Mack?
Hey, Mom. Hey, Kendall. Alexis, Logan, Cade.
How many kids has he got?
Right now for TV or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just here.
Casey, go ahead.
Oh, good. Oh, we're live? All right.
We're going to recap. We'll meet the general, Jermaine, and we'll be in the locker room.
He's got a busload of kids, doesn't he? I mean, that's nothing. Those are Jermaine Copeland's family. They drove down from Tennessee.
Donald
down there.
and Glenda and Jerome Jr.
It's a family affair, and that's a great thing about the XFL. You can bring your family out here. You can get tickets for 20, 25 bucks, and you happen in an NFL like that. Right, buddy? Look at those eyes. That's beautiful.
Back in 1997, Jermaine Copeland came to Legion Field with Tennessee, and this is what happened. Peyton Manning throwing, Jermaine Copeland, 2 touchdown catches that day. That was one of them. And then Manning to Copeland. Jermaine Copeland ripping the crimson tide of Mike Dubois. Copeland likes it here, boss.
58 solid, Colorado on one, right? Gun.
You know, Copeland told me at the beginning of the week, when you go into an opponent's stadium, unless they're booing, you ain't playing. They need to start booing a little bit more. He'd like to get the ball right here.
23-19, Tommy Maddox on the roll. His first pass is incomplete. While we have a moment, I want to say hello to the LA Xtreme's #1 fan. His name is JT Strategopoulos. JT is an 8-year-old in San Diego, California. He says he's hoping that Tommy Maddox throws 3 touchdowns tonight against the Bolts. He's got 1 so far.
Is that like one of those home run wishes where the guy could knock 3 out of the park?
JT's tough. He's a mighty Mike out in California.
At one street, I know, Dave. Go! 48! 48!
Second and 10. Copeland in motion. And it's the screen pass to McCullough. And Olay got it back. You know, just moments ago, we showed Jermaine Copeland ripping the tide here at Legion Field. How about Copeland's reaction? He looked up the screen. He said, "Yeah, I ripped him. I killed him, didn't I?"
Look at those eyes.
Yeah, that's when I killed Alabama. That's when I killed Alabama.
Oh, the fans don't like that.
Give me that.
See, that's the all-access right there, because we can go down and listen and hear and see what these guys are saying and feel what they feel. Birmingham fans don't like that. The Crimson Tide blood runs deep in Alabama.
LA has 2 timeouts remaining, 13 seconds, now 1 timeout.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to give props to, I got the Birmingham Bolt staff, Steve Nessman, would like to welcome the 2 newest XFL fans, future XFL cheerleaders, Sarah Hardigan and Abby Jones, born on March 5th and March 6th. And by the way, you didn't know it was my birthday on March 9th. You didn't give me a present.
When is March 9th? Is that today?
Like Friday, dude.
Here we go.
You didn't give me a present. I had to buy myself a present.
48.
That's all right. I'll give you a receipt. Maybe you can pay me back later.
What did you get from your wife?
Oh, she gave me something special.
Okay.
Go!
All right, this is UPN. Tell me after this play. 16 seconds to go. Let's see how Maddox plays it. He's got 4 wide receivers. Hand the ball to McCullough. And McCullough goes flying to the 50. Upended. What a hit by Chris Schelling. They call him the Shocker. And he stuck McCullough that time.
And this is one of the great things about these guys in the XFL, because they sell out. You know, the hits are big, they got huge hearts, and they just love to play the game, and all of them are having the time of their life.
I had to use one on the injury.
Yeah.
I got it.
So LA out of timeouts now.
Run out. The middle guy will run the out
That's
route.
Tom Luganville,
The inside guy will run the out
son of Al, quarterback's coach.
20 yards.
Into the boundary.
60?
60, yeah.
Got to throw Big Ben here, don't you think? Big Ben or Hail Mary?
Well, what they're going to do is they're doing a 60 protection. They're going to go their offensive line.
Let's go 60. Home run out. I'm one, right?
Home run. That's got to be a big play.
It's pretty self-explanatory, but they're going to use all their offensive line and put one back for protection here.
48.
If he says we're going to bunt, that means a kneel down.
48.
Tommy Maddox.
They're going for,
That's a holding. That's a holding. This baby is coming back. Oh! And the fans go wild as Copeland is drilled by Schelling.
Copeland got a little smack back.
That's right.
Schelling. And tell me, that ain't something something that Schelling saw from that.
Schelling isn't from Alabama, but the next best thing is Auburn. He killed him.
He blowed up real good. His body parts everywhere.
Back on this. Hey.
Oh, wow. Got a free pop here, boss.
Ball hung a little bit too long. And, ouch. You know what?
We got a lot more, AC. We got a lot more. Let's go.
He got a lot more, he says. He's got a lot more.
And he's yelling at Copeland. Copeland, he's a good sport. Remember, we're going to
Pennsylvania. I'm on, right?
check him out at halftime. We'll follow around.
Damon.
And his dad's saying, wow.
Go, boys! 28!
Throw it to my boy.
He's a competitor, though, man. He comes back. He gets his trash. Comes back.
Dumping it over the middle. Damon Gibson, and that is going to be the final play of the first half.
What an exciting half of football.
Tell me, we built this at the beginning of the game. Two great quarterbacks firing at one another. This is a shootout.
Well, you know, we're doing a lot of good things, but we're losing, so we just got to come out in the second half. We get the ball first, we got to go put some points on the board.
I know you guys had a tryout for that post-corner post route. It worked for a touchdown. Obviously, the right receiver won that tryout.
Well, yeah, it's a big play for us, so, you know, we got to have a lot more in the second half.
3 touchdown passes tonight so far, Casey. How much has your offensive line helped you? There have been changes there.
Oh, they're great. There's a lot of protection back there. I've only touched the ground once or twice, and it's really coming together so far.
The way this works out, the team that scores last might be the winner. Can you play that way as a team?
It looks that way. We're going to have to keep it going. They get the ball first the second half, so hopefully we'll get the ball last.
The way you're playing, that can't be your blood, right?
Vince McMahon's ultimate dream, a scoring orgy in the first half of an XFL game. 23-19, Bolts lead.
In October of '97, you dominated this place as a Vol. You haven't had a great first half, but there's another half yet to play.
Exactly. I mean, hey, this is the first half of the game. We got a second half coming up. You never know what's going to happen. Just got to go out and make plays.
And the family's on the big screen.
That's my baby. I love him to death right there. That's my son. Hey, baby. Yes, sir.
As little Jermaine.
James Willis, can you keep up with your offense in the second half? They've got 3 scores on you. What does the D have to do?
We got to come out and stop them. We got to get 3 and out, get offense, good field position again, and come out and execute.
Okay, set and ready for the start of the second half.
Easily said than done. I tell you what, it's tough to slow down this LA Xtreme when they're hitting on all cylinders, and Tommy's done a great job of spreading the ball around. They've done a remarkable job, like we talked about before, of getting the running game going. So they continue to do that, and as this game continues to go on, it could be a long battle all the way to the very end. I like it.
Al Luganville's team has been in a lot of close ones this year. The kick's on a bounce, and that goes out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty. Our Miller Genuine Draft halftime stats, Brian Bostic. Wow, we had some yardage and some scoring.
No question about it. Look at the rushing. They averaged 52 a game. They got 63 in the first half. Passing yards goes to Birmingham at 266. Tell you what, it's the big plays that Birmingham's been able to do, and we talked to Coach Arcelian this week, and they said they're just a few plays away from really clicking, and this offense has done that in the first half. They've really clicked this first half.
So the Los Angeles Xtreme, Maddox numbers in the first half, 11 of 17, 158 yards and a touchdown. McCullough has rushed for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's been very effective. LA, the worst team in the XFL in running, but they're running tonight.
Okay, guys, 2 injury reports for you on the LA side. Terry Phillips, the cornerback, beaten on the long touchdown pass by Stepfret Williams as a pulled hamstring. He will not return. Number 51 linebacker Rico Matt, injured right before the half, is getting stitches in his ear. He will return momentarily.
And they're going to come right back to another running play. Right off tackle. Actually, right off the guard tackle gap. It ain't fixed.
48. Deep motion with Josh Wilcox. And the ball to Saladin McCullough. McCullough led the Pac-10 as a senior at Oregon. But he got into a fist fight with Achilles Smith trying to defend his quarterback, and that soured some of the pro scouts on him. They thought he was a hoodlum from the hood. They kept asking him, Boz, are you a gang member? And he said, no, I'm not. I'm just a kid who wants to play football.
Sometimes it's who you hang with is the reputation you gain. So you guys out there when you're young and you're trying to figure out if you're going to make it, look at who you're hanging around with, and that'll tell you.
Birmingham
running play here.
Leading 23-19. Saladin McCullough breaks off the right side. Boy, the right side of that offensive line, Jose Portilla, Nate Miller, Jonathan Heimbach is the center. Bobby Singh is in there. Bobby Singh has returned to the offensive line. He's number 77.
49.
They have opened up some big holes tonight. Jose Portilla, Nate Miller, Bobby Singh. And they're working against Quentin Reese, a kind of an undersized guy who's been trying to put weight on by eating everything in a house, plus some parts of the things in the grocery store.
McCullough again. And Saladin McCullough. How bad is the LA rushing offense? They only average 53 yards per game, Boz, but they're burning it up tonight.
They're doing a great job, but they're going against the Birmingham defense, which gives up that $126 we talked about earlier. And right now, the Birmingham needs to really bolt their hatches down and slow this running game down. They're going to find themselves in a dog fight. They're going to lose this one.
LA already has 94 yards on the ground, and McCullough gets a rest. So that means Ken Oxendine out of Bostic is in. Oxendine, his coach says, when you see Oxendine, what you see is what you get. Straight ahead runner, bangs, likes to run over you, doesn't have the burst of McCullough. I think he'll be in for a couple plays, then they'll bring Saladin back in.
And that goes back to the balanced attack that Lukenberg would like to have. Obviously, the coach would like to have more, in this philosophy, have more passes than rushes, and that's what they've got. But they want to be able to rely on the run when they have to.
Maddox on the roll. Good throws a strike. Was he in? Yes, he is in. And Jermaine Copeland gets 13 yards.
And the reason that play was successful is Tommy got outside the containment, and he didn't have anybody in his face. He was able to square up in the line of scrimmage. Jermaine comes over on the sideline, stops, gets 1 foot in bounds, which is all you need in the XFL, and it's first down Xtreme, and they're moving this ball in the second half.
Jermaine Copeland, they say the knock on him is that he's too slow to play in the NFL. He says, you don't know me. I catch the ball. I get open. I make plays.
As long as you're one step faster than the guy that's chasing you, that's all that matters.
There you go. Touchdown, L.A.
Good job, buddy.
Darnell McDonald.
Getting boogie in Birmingham. L.A. Xtreme coming out smoking in the second half. Tommy threw that ball before Darnell even looked back for it. That's how much confidence he knows where he's throwing the ball. I mean, that ball was thrown before Darnell made the cut. He threw it right on the money. Go flat. Darnell makes the catch. That's the 5th touchdown catch by Darnell this year. He's got great hands. What a great asset to complement Jermaine Copeland.
Extra point attempt. Copeland in motion. He's got some isolation on the left side. Instead, hand the ball to Saladin McCullough. It's Saladin's coming out party tonight, and they're whooping it up in Pasadena, California, where Saladin makes his home.
And that 7 was way too easy, and Birmingham really needs to slow this thing down.
10:52 to go, third quarter. The Xtreme 26, the Bolts 23.
Once or twice, it doesn't make a difference. Long as I help the team win.
What was that number you and Cope pulled in the end zone after you scored?
Oh, that's a little booty dance. Everybody know about the booty dance.
Darnell McDonald had 4 TDs coming in. Now he's got 6.
Going back to what we talked about earlier in the broadcast, LA's had 5 different receivers, 3 different running backs, all touched the ball for positive yards tonight. And that's exactly what they've been doing all year long.
Eric Sloan busts through a seam, and he brings it back all the way to the 40. Jose Cortez, the kicker, making the tackle. Our XFL cheerleaders can sure get your engines going, can't they? But you don't have to wait until the weekend to see beautiful, sexy women tomorrow night, 9:30, 8:30 Central, right here on UPN. Casey Weldon hands the ball to James Bostic. And Bostic, rough sledding over the right side.
Let him go, Jake.
Tackled by Sean
Jake, don't
Stuckey.
get a penalty on him.
Look at these guys. Grab a hold.
Showing each other a little love.
Dave Ritchie and Chase Raynock.
Dave Ritchie's actually, I think, the missing link.
For the LA defense?
No, the missing link, like, you know, the guy that's like that eighth one in the world, the guy everybody's looking for, that missing gene guy.
Ritchie has been injured. He's just come back. He was injured in the first series against San Francisco in week 1. He's won 2 Super Bowl rings. He's out now.
28.
2nd and 7.
28. Hit.
Weldon to Bostic. And Bostic's got some room. Bostic in midfield. And Bostic with a big gainer all the way to the Los Angeles 43, Leomont Evans.
That's what they
hanging on.
They need to continue to get James Bostic the ball, but getting the ball so he can get outside the containment of the LA Xtreme defense. That's where he's got most of these yards tonight.
Get a little wide on this one.
Bostic gets 13.
92 flats on 1.
He's got 55 on the night.
It's a 92 quick series package of a 3-step drop. They're mixing it up. They're doing a good job of that.
Red 28.
Pass.
Red 28. Hit.
Bostic, sweep right. Bostic blast down to the 40. Pretty good blocking.
Then it could be a run outside.
Ricky Parker, the former San Diego State star, makes the tackle.
If you can, just push him all the way down. James will keep going outside. Oh, you didn't?
Hold on. Listen for the red.
Good. Doubles right. Doubles right. H over. 93 options on 1. Start on this side and go over. Run the option.
2nd and 6.
28. 28. Hit.
Weldon, quick drop, throw, catch. A beauty. Quincy Jackson twisting, and he gets the first down. Quincy Jackson, that was a tough catch.
Ricky Parker did a good job, but it didn't quite good enough. He needs to get a little bit closer with Quincy. You can't give him that kind of room.
Look at that.
Doubles right. Doubles right.
Sweet hands for Quincy. He gets 17.
Doubles right. H back. Over here. Over here. And then
Jackson and Williams give them 2 of the best in the league.
Set. Come on, Blue. Blue 80. Counter.
Weldon in trouble. Looking to throw it away. Throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Quincy Jackson. Ron Carpenter covering on the play.
And again, Weldon did a good job. I mean, he's only 6'1", 203 pounds, and yet he was able to shed the talkers.
Now,
one of that ball.
Left. H over. 54X.
One of the concerns this week was the offensive line. That is Chase Raynock.
H over. 54X on 1.
We asked Casey Weldon, what do you know about Chase Raynock? He said, I know his name is Chase Raynock, and he got here Wednesday. Other than that, I don't know a thing about him. He's from Montana.
He's done a good job tonight. Came in from Chicago on a trade with the enforcement.
Offensive line is held up so far. Can they keep doing? Wide receiver screen to Stepfret Williams. Stepfret Williams wrestled down by Sean Stuckey.
That was that 54 screen option where they drew the X and they got double screens on that, and that's what they're going to do is isolate Stepfret Williams and try to get him the ball and get some help out there on the corners, see if he can't get some running room back inside.
Hard three. Trey left. 93 options. Hard 3. Let's go. Hang in there. Water.
They're going to try to get a cheap first down here and see if they can't get the Xtreme to jump off sides here.
Blue and yay! Hut!
Didn't do it. Weldon throws, and that's complete for a first down. Ed Smith has become one of the stories tonight. Jerry DiNardo told us in a meeting, we don't throw to our tight ends much.
Well, the reason they haven't thrown to their tight ends is because they use them in pass protection. But whatever changes that he made during the course of the week, they solidified that offensive line, and now they can release that tight end, get him one-on-one coverage with Sean Stuckey, and until they figure out a way to get a nickel guy on their tight end, they're going to continue to burn this LA Xtreme defense all night long.
Casey Weldon, glossy number for Jerry DiNardo. First down. And Weldon forced to call timeout.
I need 4. I would have went 66 right there. That would have been a 66. Thanks.
Timeout on the field. We're going to step away for a moment. LA leading Birmingham 26-23. We'll be back. We will see Jermaine next week as the San Francisco Demons travel to Chicago to meet the Enforcers. That's next Sunday right here on UPN at 7 p.m. Eastern. First and goal for the Birmingham Bolts at the 7-yard line.
San Francisco's going to have to answer the call. They got beat today by New York, so that's a big game for them next week. They're going to go 34, which is an off-tackle play with Bostic. And they don't block him. The reason they called timeout is because Casey felt like they had a 3 technique that was going to shake over and blow this play up.
Weldon, Bostic right to the middle of the line, and that play is going nowhere.
Much like that.
The LA defense responding with a little gang tackling.
Make it hard for him. Make it hard for him. Come on.
What Casey wanted to do was run a sprint out on that first down to try to loosen up the defense.
Let's go. Get a hold.
Coach Donato was concerned about if they got behind and down the distance. So let's see if they come back with that sprint out. Is what Casey wanted to do.
That's one long alternating series with Eric Heron. Second and goal. High motion is McGuire. Weldon. He drilled loose football. And Weldon fell right on it. Sean Stuckey blitzing from the outside. Got by Chase Raynoch. I don't know if it was Raynoch's man, but Stuckey, the fastest linebacker in the 98 draft, Boz.
Yeah, you know what?
Whose fault is that?
That's nobody's fault because Chase Raynoch is blocking down. And what it is, it's one more guy than they got protection for. And bottom line, Sean Stuckey comes in and does a dirty dance on the backside of Casey Weldon.
So Stuckey gets the stick. Weldon loses 7. We've got a third and goal now from right around the 13-yard line. Weldon pressured. He laterals the ball forward. Little shovel pass. And that's going to get him back. Well, we got some players down. A marker is down. Dave Ritchie may have roughed Weldon. Or it may be a holding. Let's see.
I'm done.
I think the referee threw that, so it's back in the area where you're going to get a holding. You got Antonio Fleming down.
Offense number 71 on the takedown. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
So Ritchie had the pressure, and he got held.
That play had a little bit of everything in it. And we talked about this in the second half adjustments, and LA has done a pretty good job of coming after and finally getting to Casey Weldon.
My left wrist.
So Weldon may have hurt himself. He's talking about his left wrist, and here comes Alabama favorite Jay Barker. He's the winningest quarterback in Alabama history, 34-2. What a spot for him. Third and 23. But it's actually third and goal from the 23.
Work my shoulder. I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Well, they're going to take Weldon off. He's going to go off, and they'll look at his wrist. And Jay Barker in for Casey Weldon.
What's the matter?
Left wrist. Something like
left that. Wrist?
Yeah.
Might you return?
Might.
All right, the report from Michael Barkan. Weldon with the left wrist.
Oh, hey, Jay, let's...
I'm done. I can't. I'm done.
That was just moments ago.
You know, the initial pain that you feel after an injury is a lot more intense. It goes in the locker room, gets a chance to actually see what the damage is. He may be able to suck it up.
He runs something conservative here, Boz.
Jay Barker didn't want to come in the game this way.
I say they just hand the ball to Bostic. They do on the draw. Bostic breaks up the middle. And Bostic hanging on to that football, and now a field goal attempt.
James Bostic tackled himself right there. He had a lot of room right up the middle. He's upset about that.
Here comes Brad Palazzo. He's already hit from 46.
Here we go, buddy.
And Palazzo will take the spot at the 25. So a 35-yarder for Palazzo. Remember, he started the night 1 of 6, but he's made a 46-yarder, so he's been whacking them hard. And he made another. Brad Palazzo. So the Bolts tie it up with the Xtreme.
Let's take a look at how Weldon got hurt on this play. Says his wrist got jammed or something. Looks like he might have just fallen on top of it.
All right, we're coming back. Third quarter, we're tied. 26 all.
Michael Barkan outside the training room door. Casey Weldon being worked on his left wrist, as we heard earlier. He said he's done, at least right now, and we'll see if we can get a word right now. Case, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if I can take a snap right now, so just wait and see.
Was it hurt on, did someone fall on it? How'd you hurt it?
Yeah, it hurt on the 2 plays before that hit from behind. Yeah, I should have kept going. It was my fault.
Good luck, Casey.
All right, Weldon, 16 of 21, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he has been beat up tonight. He hasn't been sacked all that much, boss, but they have really hammered him.
He's taking hits all year long, and here's another sample of what he gets when he plays quarterback. I mean, I'll tell you what, they unload on this kid, and this kid has got some fire in his belly to get up every time.
Yeah, this isn't like playing linebacker. You've got to be tough to be a quarterback.
You got to be mentally tough, physically tough, and these guys earn their money, and they earn it big time.
So Jay Barker,
and I've got to get Chase
is going to get his chance. A chance to shine. Short kick taken by one of the up men is Frank Leatherwood. They'll make that Josh Wilcox. Josh Wilcox out near the 35. Think these guys are having a blast? Well, wait till you see WWF SmackDown. Give me the music. 2 hours of all new action every Thursday night. The #1 show on UPN Thursdays at 8, 7 Central. Chris Marlowe, Brian Bosworth, Chris Raggy, Michael Barkan. A shootout at the Legion Field here in Birmingham, Alabama. We're tied at 26 here in the third quarter. 3 minutes to play. Saladin McCullough. McCullough with a short game. The sights and sounds, the XFL we're going to lay out for a series. See what you think.
Let's go tight twin Haley. Tight twin Haley. 42 on 1. Right?
Hey, what we running team?
Okay. Wait. Go. 48. Go. 48.
Hey, why? Yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
Hey, third and short. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Weak tight twin.
No. You did that on both.
Let's go. Weak tight twin. Weak tight twin. I'm telling you, I'm both.
Outside here, no matter what. Yeah, but you're not on the same side if it's flipped. It was a double set.
Go. 48. 48. That away. You know that's off the lead, not the draw.
Got it now, come on.
All right, go.
42 lead, right?
Larry, yeah.
Yeah, I just
tight, 142.
Here we go. Let's go deuce tight. 142 on 1, right? Six tag in to go. Six tag in to go. Wig. Go. 48.
Oh, we got a
48. Let's go.
I need you to walk over, dog.
Free it. Let's go deuce.
Dog away, free it.
48 on 1, right?
Dog away, free it. Tight is right. I got him.
We got Cope on a linebacker. Go. 44. 44.
Finish it out, what? Cut it out. Let's go, baby. One alert.
Let's go trick tough wide. Len 5 on 1, right? Yeah. Coach kind of hesitated on
Prior
me.
to the snap, false start, offense number 78, 5-yard penalty. It's still third down.
You have just seen the sights and listened to the sounds of the XFL. Personally, I miss the soprano voice of the boss on the call, but it's interesting to listen to the players and the coaches get into it. We're coming back. That's the end of the third quarter. We're tied at 26. Yeah. Birmingham led 7-6. Birmingham at halftime 23-19 now. It's 26-all. It has been a scoring fest here at Legion Field in the heart of Birmingham, Alabama.
Something in every quarter. Everybody's letting it all hang now.
We've only had 2 punts in the game, both by L.A. Birmingham's offense has been revved up so high, they have not had to kick in this one.
The thing that I like so far is L.A. is really controlling the line of scrimmage, and they got that running game coming.
Saladin McCullough has been the featured back tonight, replacing Rashawn Sheehy. Maddox will pass. Maddox throws incomplete. Out of the reach of Darnell McDonald.
Tommy wasn't able to step up and throw it and deliver that ball when he wanted to. He got hit in the backfield.
Move back now, guys. Move back.
Good call. Noel Prefontaine on the kick. Keep in mind, Prefontaine, the third quarterback. Stepfret Williams is deep.
What did they do? They dropped the 3 in the coverage and didn't bring nobody off the corner over here?
Live ball after 25 yards. Prefontaine, now booming kick. Williams will gather it at the 4. Steph Williams trying to get around the corner. Wow, he got some jets. He makes, a mud pie out of a cow pie there and gets about 6.
And he owns the XFL punt return record of 95 yards against San Francisco. So he's got 2 of the biggest plays in the XFL this year.
You look at the receiving duos, both very, very good. Williams and Jackson outperforming Copeland and McDonald at the moment. So the Birmingham offense, after a 48-yard punt, starting with bad field possession inside their 10.
And they come with a wide run here.
And the ball to Bostic. Bostic gets a block. Bostic banks his way out to the 16.
Guys, Casey Weldon, as you heard, is done for the night. The problem is not just his wrist, it's also his shoulder. Bruised contusion of the shoulder. They're going to check it out tomorrow with an MRI to make sure there's no rotator cuff damage. So it's the wrist and the shoulder that is keeping Casey Weldon on the shelf right now.
Left. We got 8 over 29 on 1 right.
So that means number 7, Jay Barker, 28 years old. Played in Canada for a while. Actually, took over for Doug Flutie up there. Replaced him. Now he replaces Weldon in the XFL.
Do another wide bounce here with James Bostic.
And he's got the first down. So James Bostic running hard. Leamont Evans tackling hard. So Bostic, after an early fumble, has run well. Check the next
Go
name.
trips L 130, 138, H flat Z out.
Well, we got trips L.
They're going to try to do a play action pass here.
Here we go.
Anytime they do a play action, they're going to try to look deep. If not, they've got the flat and they got a Z out.
Blue 88.
The wide receiver is going to do an out route.
88.
Off play action. Barker throws a homer. Barker to Williams. Broken up. Stepfret Williams battling with Ricky Parker.
Ricky had great coverage there. Ran step for step with step. Didn't give him anything. Looked back and pumped the ball. As soon as the ball came in, he whacked it away. It's exactly what you want to do as a DB.
Listed as a free safety, but he did play some corner at San Diego State. That was great coverage. Second and 10 for Barker and the Bulls.
Blue 88. Blue 88.
Bouncing off the left side. The first time we've seen Curtis Alexander tonight. Another Alabama product.
Good job. Here we go. Good job.
Curtis.
Cool Kurt, his guys call him.
Good job.
Plays with a lot of confidence. Kind of a a wiry guy.
Right. We got 93 options on 1 right.
A lot quicker than James Bostic, so they could take advantage of him in the passing game if they can get the ball to him outside the pocket.
Only his 8 carries. Used sparingly. 3rd and 6 now. Barker throws the pass is spiked up into the air, and it's intercepted by Eric Heron, I think, got it. It was blocked up in the air, volleyball style, by Jamal Duff.
You know a little bit about that. Jamal Duff is 6'7". It's exactly what they've been trying to get done all night long. If they can't get to the quarterback, you got to get your hands up and knock the ball down. Eric Heron did a great job of staying with the play. Stays with the play here, comes down with a big catch. Birmingham lost when a ball went. It's another Colony turnover deep in the Birmingham red zone here.
So death blow knocks it up into the air, and the former Marine Eric Heron intercepts. So now LA, a great chance to go ahead. Maddox humps it over the middle. Complete to Darnell McDonald inside the 5.
Good show, man. Come on. Darnell has had a lot of success running that post route all season long. And he comes back with it again here. They scored 3 of their 4 touchdowns to Darnell has come off this post pattern. He almost got number 6 on the year. He's got 5 right now.
McDonald 2 catches in this one. First and goal. Saladin McCullough, and he scoots to the 1. I don't think he got in.
Donnie Mitchell and Jarrett Loggins got lumpy in the middle.
McCullough's already rushed for 2 touchdowns. He's also scored a couple of extra points. There is Jamal Duff. He's the hero at the moment. He got the tip up into the air, and it was intercepted.
It gives you just a little bit more time.
Okay.
Well, you know, if he can't come with the nasty rush and he comes with those nasty arms, puts him up in the air, he gave LA a chance here to take the lead.
2nd and goal. Inside the 1. 48. Out of the eye, Saladin McCullough.
I don't think he's got it.
I don't think he did either. The Bolts say no.
Saladin waited too long, tried to pick and choose his way inside the hole. When you get down there in the end zone like that, I think you just got to go ahead, get the ball as deep as you can, and take a dive.
Shocker got him. Chris Schelling, Bolt's 2nd leading tackler and the team's biggest talker. Schelling earlier got the rip. On Copeland. He's huffing and puffing. This is a big play here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Can the Bolts dig in and hold them? 48! Go! 48! Maddox. He's not going to get there. Tackled immediately. Dwayne Butler. Coming up from his quarterback position. I'm the man.
Tell me there ain't some testosterone on the field tonight.
And they're going to bring out Jose Cortez.
I ain't like quarterback. That's what you call a release. Football style release. You get a hit like that on the goal line on 3rd and short. Ain't nothing prettier, nothing feels better than that.
19-yard attempt. Cortez shoe off. And he gets it.
That's a victory for Birmingham right there.
Jose Cortez. He's made 10 out of his last 11. He is the leading scorer in the XFL. So Barker threw the interception. Jerry DiNardo's team gets off the hook by allowing a field goal. We're coming back. 3rd quarter. Xtreme by 3.
With cornerback Dwayne Butler, who comes up with a huge stop on 3rd and goal. This team's had trouble against the rush. Not there.
Well, you know, our back was against the wall again, you know, and as a defense, we was in a huddle and we said, look, we got to stop them. We got to make a play, and that's what we did.
A small victory to get away with a field goal after what happened?
Yeah, you know, you got to be pleased with a field goal. You know, we'd like to stop them and get the ball back on the goal line, but we didn't. They got 3 points. They didn't get 6, and we're still in.
29-26, LA leading the Bolts. Interestingly, the betting line in this one was LA by 3.5, Boss. So the Xtreme not covering at the moment.
Not covering, but you know what's going to come down to what you talked about in the second half. The team team that scores last and maybe a touchdown should win this game.
Eric Sloan at the 15. Finds a seam, breaks to the outside, and Sloan with a terrific return out near the 42. Don't forget, tune in next Sunday for more XFL action. The LA Xtreme go up against the undefeated Orlando Raids. That's at 4 p.m. on TNN. Then at 7 p.m. right here on UPN. You got the ends right. The Chicago Enforcers, led by the tough running of John Avery, take on the explosive offense of the San Francisco Demons. We will be there.
Next week's game with the Xtreme in Orlando could be the game of the year today, because Xtreme really needs that game badly to keep pace in that wild, wild west.
First play is a running play. They hand the ball to James Bostic. Bostic over 80 yards now.
Hey, come on, piece one. Now piece one. There you go. I like my ball. Hey, I'm looking at that. Nothing wrong with it.
Here we go. Listen up. Listen up.
He had him fighting.
Here we go. We got trip sale. We got Z over 98 quick on one ring.
Bostic has been the workhorse. Now 2nd and 8.
Green 16.
Barker in trouble, and down he goes. Barker looks a little unsure of himself. He's retreating like Bob Barker on that play, a little sluggishly.
Well, you know what? You got some offensive line breakdowns going on in there, because they came in way too quick there. Barker didn't have time to even scratch his head. Dave Ritchie comes in. He comes in unblocked. Almost, actually, you got to get a better block on him. Dave Ritchie's way too talented with his hands. He put offensive tackle down, comes in and makes that tackle. He's the madman over there, that missing link we talked about earlier.
Two Super Bowl rings with Denver. 3rd and 15 now. Barker passes tipped out of the air by Quincy Jackson, and Jackson is tackled immediately.
That's a second series with a second tip pass on 3rd down. Thank God it didn't cost him an interception there. Quincy Jackson comes down with the ball, but I tell you what, you can feel the momentum shifting, and the confidence of this Birmingham Bolt offense isn't there right now.
Yeah, the electricity has gone out of the Bolts. 2 poor series, and now the Bolts' 2nd punt. Brad Palazzo averages just 33 yards a kick.
Kicking a game and gets it in the XFL with 15 yards per kick. This guy is itching to break one at any time.
Tries to get around the corner, does. And he is wrestled to the ground.
Wayne Butler out there is playing with an attitude, and it ain't a good one.
Back. Let's go. I'll get back when you call it clip. We don't call clips in this league. It's a clip when he hits him in the back. Watch the screen. I can't.
Jerry DiNardo may have a point. One of the Bolts got drilled, and DiNardo is hot. Good watch.
Bolt defense, they've got their backs against the wall. Field position in the LA Xtreme favor. They come away with a field goal or a touchdown with the way the Birmingham offense is running right now. It could be a little concerning for everybody in the stands.
Go!
So the LA offense, here they come. Maddox, 15 of 23, 217, and 2 touchdowns. Can the Bolts defense? Saladin McCullough breaks through a big hole, and McCullough has been the running star tonight for the LA Xtreme.
David Knott with a big open field tackle on Saladin, or he's dancing in the end zone. But Saladin's been the story tonight. We talked about it early.
47, hammer run it, PCP on 1 ring.
Trying to get that running game going, and they've done just that tonight. And they're going to win this game if they continue to grind the ball out.
LA has its first 100-yard rusher this year. His name is Saladin McCullough. Maddox play action. Maddox in trouble. Down goes Maddox as the Bolts put the pressure up. That's a coverage sack there, boss.
That is a coverage sack. You know what? I'm a little concerned because that tells me they're getting a little greedy. They got the running game going, and here they're trying to go deep right now. I think you go ahead and just try to work the ball downfield methodically, work the clock, get a touchdown if you can, get a field goal if that's all you can get. Try to get that clock down to 0.
Birmingham secondary of Butler, Jackson, Shelling, and Sloan under tremendous pressure here.
Score. Got in his left.
3rd and 8 now for Maddox and LA. Why not?
48.
Tommy guns it to the outside. And Jermaine Copeland keeps the clock running.
You know, Darnell and Jermaine over there played a little game over there with Cedric Curry.
They got 15.
They pushed them both down the field. Somebody needs to come
That's a mix-up.
Yeah, somebody needs to come off on coverage there.
Win 49 on 1, right?
You ever think about being a defensive coach? You're so witty. You're so intuitive. Pause. You.
No, I don't want to be a coach.
You have 2 left, right?
I don't want to be a coach. Coach, you got a 24/7, 365 days a year. You got no life.
48!
I love what I'm doing.
First down. Boz says give it to McCullough. McCullough around the corner he goes, and Saladin McCullough finally tackled by Johnny Mitchell.
Saladin McCullough just blazing the trails tonight.
McCullough is the man today for head coach Al Luganville, scoring on short touchdown runs. He dove over the first time and weaved his way to the outside the second time.
And then Al Luganville told us he's not concerned about the kind of yards he gets. It's the amount of yards that he gets. And the average that Saladin is getting is outstanding at 5 yards per carry.
Yeah, he said we're getting 3. Our goal would be 4, but Saladin giving him 5.
Trying to make up for going to sleep in that meeting.
48!
LA trying to run out the clock. 3:05 to play. And it's McCullough again. McCullough to the 20. And Saladin McCullough driving near the 10. Tackle by Snelling.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, it's working tremendously for LA right now.
Gotta keep running. McCullough, don't you, Boz?
Tight twin, 46 power.
They're going to continue to run. They're going to run him right here as well. They're going to continue to run him until they figure out a way to stop him.
I should have been a coach, Boz. I could tell you that. Run McCullough. Al Luganville looking for a burst in the backfield, and he's getting it tonight for number 24. The Bolts need a turnover. Ken Oxendine comes in to rush McCullough. Give it to the Ox. And the Ox drives to the 5. James Willis. I'll tell you, a touchdown here, Boz, and the Bolts are cooked.
The Ox pulling the cart down there. You know, Ken Oxendine studies poetry, and yet he squats 600 pounds. So how about getting up off my back, Jack? I like that poetry. Like that poetry? That's good poetry, isn't it?
Hey, yo, I thought
We've come to the 2-minute warning.
He jumped out.
Yeah, no.
I didn't want to throw it away because I didn't want to take a sack.
Maddox and Weldon have been the stories tonight. Casey out of the game now. Maddox leading his team down the field. We're back in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field. Carmen shaking the booty here, Boz. But her team trailing by 3, 29-26. It's been a great performance by the Birmingham Bolts offense, but not quite enough at the moment. LA leads by 3, and Tommy Maddox has them in position to score again.
You know, it's a real shame that Weldon went down when he did.
Let's go strong.
Casey Weldon putting up great numbers and then injured. And unable to continue. So it's up to the Bolt defense. Saladin McCullough is back in.
The Bolt defense has come up big before. They could score.
McCullough sweep left. And he's tackled from behind.
They can get away here with just giving up a field goal. They have time. They just need to get Marker over there warmed up and loose enough that he can run that 2-minute drill.
David Knott, not to be confused with Don Knotts, makes the tackle.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Get outside. Good shit. We got to get the timeout quicker. I'm the presser. All right, it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Right. Okay. We're going to still...
145 goal line. Coach gave the okay.
Jumbo.
I
don't want to do that. They're going to be looking for passes. 3rd and 5.
Okay, hold on a second.
We can go 80 now and throw fade or slant.
Hold on a second. Coach wants a play action pass.
Well, not 8. You guys call what you think. Yeah. Tommy, what do you feel good with?
What do you like? 80? You like 80?
Yeah, I like 80.
Let's go strong, tough.
Let's make sure it's up in the air.
Make sure it's to our guy.
80 is going to be 8-man protection. You have 2 wide receivers in the rack. They're going to max protection. They don't want to take a sack, and they don't want to try to risk a turnover here. So if it's not there, look for Tommy to throw it away.
Go! 48!
A huge 3rd down here. 3rd and 5 for Maddox. He throws the fade. Touchdown! Jermaine Copeland. Here comes the X-Spot, folks.
when he played for Tennessee. He did it big tonight, the right time for LA for the XFL Xtreme.
Jermaine Copeland, his 7th catch tonight.
What is it,
his first touchdown, and the family is happy.
35 goal line.
Let's go left. 145 goal line. On one, right?
So the LA Xtreme.
Yeah, you're right. Go! 48!
Looking for the extra point.
48!
Maddox unloads, incomplete.
Why you doing like that? Why you doing like that?
Going back and looking at this again. They got 8-man protection.
Holding it down out here. No fingerprints, no evidence, baby. Trust me.
There's no way that they can screw this up. Tommy throws it exactly where he has to throw it. Jermaine comes down with a big catch. Closes the door to Birmingham Hulks. He burns Dwayne Butler, his buddy, again. They ain't buddies when they're on their field. Tommy ain't happy about this. He's excited. He's having a good time.
How do the players celebrate the XFL? Well, if you have your own dance like the X-Spot Boss, you can do your thing.
You know, I never got the end zone to do any kind of dancing, but the dancing I do is so ugly, I don't think anybody'd want to see it.
Just like the old days, working over defensive backs here.
That's how we do it, baby. It's still the dirty South. We all here together, just playing football. You know how we do it. Jay Shell, no fingerprints, no evidence.
Legion Field, is it officially your new stomping ground?
This has always been my stomping ground since Tennessee, since way back in Alabama in '97. Y'all remember?
Kick is on a bounce. Birmingham with a minute 44 to get something going. 35-26 is our score. And Cope, one more shot of his kid. Kid's happy tonight.
Well, of course
Daddy's doing good.
Dropped the X-Spot for his little boy.
Look just alike, baby. Look just like me. Please believe me.
The life went out of the Birmingham Bolts offense when Casey Weldon
We got doubles right, 81.
was injured.
Read left scan on one right.
Shoulder and wrist. Now Jay Barker, he came in for a couple of series, but he has not been effective. He looks a little rusty to me, boss.
Well, he hadn't had a chance to take the kind of reps he needs. They're going to go five receivers out in this package right here.
Let's see what Barker can do. Dumps it off to Bostic. Bostic breaks the tackle. And a short gain before he's tackled by Jamal Duff.
They need to move quickly here.
Jerry DiNardo, 9 years as a college coach at LSU and Vanderbilt. He was an All-American offensive guard at Notre Dame back in '73. Won a national title. Excellent football coach. Good guy. And that is a shovel pass. Let's see. We've got a marker down to the backfield.
We talked to Coach DiNardo yesterday.
That's a whole.
He said, have you had any fun yet? He said, I've only had fun twice since I took this job. They've only won twice. So unless you're winning as a coach, let's go, get on the ball. You don't have any fun.
All right.
There is Coach DiNardo. Looks a little like Mario Cuomo, don't you think? I asked you this once before in a game. Mario Cuomo. You know, that's the former governor of New York. Yeah, you know, how's your politics?
It's not real good.
Not good.
My Clinton jokes are good, though. I got some good Clinton jokes.
Yeah, and they told you never to say them again on a television broadcast.
Yeah, but that's okay. I got a pardon in my closet from Clinton. I can say anything I want. He's passing them out like they're free anyway.
Casey Weldon, the story tonight. He had a brilliant game before he was injured. Hurt his shoulder. And unable to continue.
Trey left.
Even though that they didn't end up winning this game, they played with so much more confidence than they have.
Absolutely.
You know, Jerry DiNardo's got to be happy about that. And they're still playing for second place in the East, so that stretch is wide open.
Barker unloads. Barker's intercepted. The pass underthrown, and Del McGee, who played his college ball at Auburn, not far from here, ices it for Los Angeles.
That closes out a $100,000 bonus for the LA Xtreme. That's number 4. That's $100,000 per player now. They get to split up.
Barker has been ineffective. Just 2 of 5 for 9 yards and a couple of interceptions. So Barker rusty, and they're going to have to get him in shape for next week and tune him up if Weldon can't go. Quarterbacks in the XFL, tough guys. We've seen it week after week. A guy gets hurt and he comes right back and plays.
Go. 48.
For Tommy Maddox and the LA Xtreme, we wondered would they be focused tonight, Boz. What's your opinion? Were they?
I thought they were focused. I thought they were more than focused. They did the things that they needed to do to work on some of the problems they had in their offense, which was running the ball. And now that they've got that weapon working, now they've got a balanced offense. It's going to be harder to game plan, especially going into next week's battle when we're setting up with Orlando 6-0 and Los Angeles at 4-2. It couldn't be a bigger battle in the XFL season than next week's game.
Right here.
Woo! Now Logan be feeling good. He's looking at his 4th win against 2 losses. And they will take the kneel down.
And I was very concerned about them coming in here and be lackadaisical. But the one thing he said he was most concerned about is that they carried the momentum that they started in New York over here to Birmingham so that they go back to LA for that showdown against Orlando at 4-2. And that's exactly what they've done tonight.
Good luck to you.
Let me talk about a game. 17-25, 239, 3 touchdown passes tonight for you.
Well, the offensive line did a great job. We ran the ball, we threw the ball when we had to, and to be able to run the ball like that, the offensive line came in here, knew what they had to do, and they played well.
First in the pass, last in the rush, but McCullough gets over 120 yards tonight.
Well, he made some great plays. Like I said, the offensive line did a great job, but when he had some guys, he made them miss and made some huge plays for us.
Now, you got some help. Vegas loses, San Fran loses. You guys are now tops in the West.
Well, we just got to keep taking care of business. We can't worry about that. Just go out every week and play hard, and it's nice to be on top, but we got to stay there.
I know you and Casey, your friend, you saw him go down earlier. You just asked about him a second ago. Did that bother you to see him obviously go down to injury?
Well, obviously he was having a great game, and to see a guy go down and get hurt when he's having a game like that was unfortunate. I just hope he's all right and he comes back and plays well.
Nice job.
Casey, Tommy Maddox wanted to know, are you okay? Tell us, how does the shoulder feel right now?
It's banged up a little bit, but we'll wait, let it die down. Hopefully tonight, find out tomorrow.
Do you think your gut tell you you'll be back next week or not?
I don't know right now. Right now it doesn't look too good. So, but hopefully, wonders of medicine, see what happens.
Your numbers were outstanding tonight. 16 of 21, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You missed 5 passes all night. It looked like it might have been a winning effort if you had stayed in the game. You think about that?
I liked our chances if I could have stayed in. Jay had a tough break there. He's a heck of a quarterback. Just never got a chance to show what he can do. But so we'll just have to regroup. And think about football. You can't quit. You just got to keep going.
A lot of Bama fans around here. You're a marked man, my friend.
Hey, they can be mad at me all they want. I'm just playing football. I can care less what they say. They can hate me. I don't care. Hey, I'm just out having fun, doing what I got to do to make it to the next level.
You got to be pretty psyched. You guys are now tops in the West. Vegas and San Fran both lose this weekend.
Well, it's a plus. You know, now we just going to have to stay focused, go ahead, and just worry about Orlando next week.
I was going to say, you go to an undefeated team next week. Can you guys take down the undefeated Rage?
Hey, we daggone sure going to try. Trust that. I mean, we're going out and give it 100%. I don't think there's a team out there that we can't beat, so I'm not going to say no. You know, hey, we're going to go out there, whoop them at home. Trust me, that's how we do it.
So earlier tonight, it was a scoring fest. Birmingham getting on the board early with Stepfret Williams and then Saladin McCullough, a couple of short touchdown runs. And this one just went back and forth, Boz.
Both teams came out smoking. They came up with the big plays. Stepfret, as always, as usual, coming in, stepping into the show light. Tommy Maddox answering right away. Damon Gibson coming right back. It went back and forth. And unfortunately, the injury, I think, cost Birmingham this game tonight.
That was Eddie Smith. And then L.A. responding. Maddox with the fade. So Copeland with the X spot. This game had it all. The standings in the East. The Orlando Rage, they look like the best team in the XFL. Unbeaten at 6-0. The Bolts are 2-4, tied with the Hitmen. Hitmen playing a little bit better. Enforcers need to get better next week. The LA Xtreme all alone on top, but they can't afford to lose next week because the Demons, the Outlaws, and the resurgent Memphis Maniacs right behind. Be sure to be with us for the XFL on Saturday night, NBC at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, when the Birmingham Bolts battle the Las Vegas Outlaws. And then Sunday at 4 Eastern, the Orlando Rage take on the Los Angeles Xtreme. That'll be a biggie. Then at 7 Eastern, the San Francisco Demons meet the Chicago Enforcers right here on UPN. We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, the final score, the Xtreme beats the Bolts 35-26. For Boz, Barkan, and Raggy, I'm Marlo. I'm Zong. That will do it from the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama. LA is on top tonight.